$2 million. That's the number everyone says you need to retire. You've seen it on blogs and ads, even on those flashy financial freedom posts. Sounds insane, right? But here's the kicker. That number comes with a ton of assumptions most people never hear about. How long you live, how the market behaves each year, and how disciplined you are with withdrawals. Now, imagine this. What if you don't actually need $2 million to retire comfortably? And what if the math, not opinions, not headlines, actually proves it? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how. $2 million. That's the number splashed across every financial headline, every retirement calculator, every well-meaning uncle at Thanksgiving dinner. And if you're like most people, you heard that number and thought one of two things. Okay, I'm on track. Or, more likely, I am absolutely cooked. But here's the truth nobody tells you. That number didn't come from your life, it didn't come from your expenses, and it definitely didn't come from your personal goals. It came from a set of assumptions, and most of them are flat out wrong for the average person. By the end of this video, you'll see why the real number you need could be much lower, and how understanding the math changes everything. All right, let's break down where this $2 million number even comes from. Most of it traces back to benchmarks created by big financial firms like Fidelity Investments and Charles Schwab. Here's how they look at it. Fidelity says by age 30, aim to have 1 times your salary saved. By 67, about 10 times your salary. Schwab is slightly more aggressive. They suggest 8 to 12 times your salary by 60 and 11 to 15 times by 66. Now, this is important. These aren't hard rules. They're guidelines built on specific assumptions. For example, earning somewhere between $150,000 and $200,000 before retirement, saving about 15% of your salary every single year, retiring at 67, maintaining roughly the same lifestyle you had before retirement, and keeping a portfolio weighted heavily toward equities. Notice what's happening here. These numbers are projections, not guarantees. They assume steady income, consistent saving, predictable market returns, no major life disruptions. In other words, a pretty smooth ride. And if you're like most people, life doesn't always move in a straight line, which means the $2 million headline is less of a rule and more of a guideline. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack next. Here's one of the biggest myths about retirement, that you'll spend the same amount of money every single year. That's what the $2 million number quietly assumes, flat spending, forever. But the data tells a very different story. Research on retiree behavior shows that from age 60 to 85, spending typically drops by around 30% overall. Not increases, drops. And it's not even a smooth, straight decline. Spending can swing up or down by roughly 17 to 21% from year to year. One year it's a large medical expense. Another year it's a big family trip. Another year you're simply doing less. Priorities shift. Energy levels change. Lifestyle naturally slows down. Which leads to an important takeaway. Most retirees don't maintain peak spending forever. They gradually spend less over time. And if that's true, then a flat, constant withdrawal assumption may seriously overestimate what you actually need. In other words, the $2 million benchmark might be overshooting the target, especially if you understand how spending naturally tapers as you age. And this is the first real hint that those scary headlines, they might be pushing you to save more than necessary. Later, I'll show you exactly how to use this insight to plan smarter and potentially retire with far less than you think. All right, let's talk about the famous 4% rule, the rule that's been quoted in retirement blogs for decades. It was introduced by William Bengen, a financial planner who studied historical market returns and asked a simple question. How much could someone withdraw each year without running out of money? Here's how it works. In your first year of retirement, you withdraw 4% of your portfolio. After that, you increase that dollar amount each year to keep up with inflation. That's it. Simple framework. For example, if you retire with $2 million, 4% equals $80,000 in year one. The following year, you don't withdraw 4% again. You take that $80,000 and adjust it upward for inflation. Now here's the nuance most people miss. The 4% rule was built around worst-case historical scenarios. It assumes the market could crash right after you retire. It assumes poor early returns, and it builds in a cushion to survive that sequence. In other words, it was designed to be conservative. It was never meant to be a rigid, universal rule that fits every retiree perfectly. And here's where people get tripped up. Real life doesn't move in clean historical sequences. Your spending changes, markets fluctuate, portfolios evolve, which means blindly sticking to a single percentage can sometimes mislead more than it helps. Here's where it gets really interesting. The 4% rule is rigid. It tells you exactly what to withdraw every single year. But real life, you can be flexible. And that flexibility can actually let you start with a higher initial withdrawal without risking running out of money. For example, if the market tanks in year one, you pull back, skip that fancy vacation, tighten discretionary spending. Then, in a good year, you can increase withdrawals, maybe even above the original 4%. The portfolio adapts, your money lasts longer. And don't forget growth potential. With a portfolio weighted toward equities, historical returns show your principal can stay stable or even grow while you're withdrawing carefully. You're not just spending down your nest egg, you're letting it work for you. This is why sticking blindly to a fixed number can be misleading, and why smart retirees can comfortably live on far less than the headline $2 million if they play the math right. Now let's get real. Retirement isn't just about numbers, it's about behavior. You could follow every rule to the letter, save obsessively, and still feel stressed. Or you could plan smarter and live comfortably while saving less. The secret? Flexibility. Track your spending. Adjust your lifestyle when needed. Don't force a rigid number from some headline or calculator. Retirees who do this aren't cutting corners, they're just making their money work smarter. Here's the kicker. Breaking the societal narrative that you must hit a magic number to retire comfortably is huge. You don't need to chase the headline $2 million. You just need to understand your habits, your spending, and how your portfolio reacts over time. Because at the end of the day, behavior beats blind numbers, and mastering this is what separates stressed savers from confident retirees. Let's make this personal. Not everyone needs $2 million. Your retirement number depends on your actual spending, your income sources, and your withdrawal strategy. Here's a simple example. Say you want $40,000 per year in retirement. You'll receive $21,600 from Social Security. That means your nest egg only needs to cover the remaining $18,400. With a 4.7% withdrawal rate, you'd only need about $412,000 in savings to hit that target. That's a fraction of the headline $2 million number, and it still keeps you fully funded. The key lesson? Your retirement number is personal. It's not a one-size-fits-all headline. Small tweaks in spending, income, or withdrawal strategy can dramatically change how much you actually need. And once you understand this, suddenly retiring comfortably doesn't feel like a distant dream. It feels achievable. All right, let's turn all this into action. Here's a simple 4-step plan to retire smart without chasing a magic number. Step 1. Define your lifestyle and revisit it annually. Figure out exactly how you want to live, then check back every year. Life changes, and your plan should too. Step 2. Avoid lifestyle creep and unnecessary debt. Don't let spending sneak up on you. Keep your lifestyle in check and avoid debt that doesn't serve you. Step 3. Plan your investments, withdrawals, and contingencies. Know your portfolio. Set withdrawal rules that match reality, and always have backup plans for market swings. Step 4. Minimize fees and bad debt. Don't try to time the market. High fees and market timing are retirement killers. Focus on low-cost investments and consistency over luck. Follow these steps, and suddenly, the idea of retiring comfortably, even with less than $2 million, becomes not just possible, but realistic. Smart planning beats blindly chasing a headline every time. Now let's talk about something most people think is impossible: early retirement. And no, it's not magic, it's math, discipline, consistency. Take a 30-year-old who saves 40% of their income. With smart investing and flexible withdrawals, this person could realistically retire by 45, 20 years earlier than the traditional path. The secret isn't earning a six-figure salary or hitting some impossible $2 million target. It's disciplined saving, consistent investing, and adjusting withdrawals wisely over time. So, whether you're aiming for traditional retirement or dreaming of hitting the reset button decades early, the principles are the same. Know your numbers, spend smart, let your portfolio work for you. The freedom you want is more achievable than you think. Here's the truth: $2 million is a reference point, not a rule. Your retirement number isn't a headline, it's personal. The key takeaway? Know your numbers, spend flexibly, invest wisely. That's how real people retire comfortably without chasing impossible targets. Now it's your turn. Comment your target retirement number below and see if it's realistic for your lifestyle. Let's start a smarter conversation about retirement together.